Hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because this is another Overwatch hero guide, and today we are covering Mercy. Mercy is a very, very powerful hero if she is used correctly, and she can be a little tricky to use. You have to pay attention to your surroundings, your characters, their health, and your positioning, which can really play a huge role out in the battlefield. The main thing about Mercy is she needs protection. If you protect a good Mercy player, that Mercy can keep your entire team alive. That is how powerful she is. I would go on to say that she is the best healer. People would tend to argue it would be Lucio, but let's get on to Mercy and you'll see why I think Mercy is the best of the healing group. So let's get right into this. Mercy's health is at 200, which is pretty standard for most heroes. She can heal herself. You don't really have to worry about health kits unless it's a dire situation. If Mercy remains unharmed for a couple of seconds, her health will slowly regenerate. Now, Mercy has two kinds of, I guess you can say, functions out in the combat. She has healing, which heals, I believe, 100 health points a second. And then she has a damage boost, which increases damage output by 50%. That is huge, especially if it's applied to somebody like Junkrat or Pharah. That is a huge damage increase. Now, when you apply this damage increase, tongue twister, when you apply that, you wanna be very picky on who you give it to. You want to give it to people who have a high damage output, but also a constant damage output. So you want to give it to somebody like Bastion, Soldier 76, Pharah, Junkrat, somebody who's always suppressing fire. You don't want to really give it to somebody like Reinhardt because, well, he tends to stay stationary, and on top of that, he has to move in close to get the kill. And same thing with like Symmetra, she has to go in close. However, Torbjorn, if you put the damage boost on Torbjorn's body, his turret will also get the damage boost. So Torbjorn is a good character to be boosting up the damage at. Now, Mercy has also the ability to fly to other teammates. This is why I think she is the best healer. You see an injured teammate, you quickly fly to them, and I mean quickly. You fly to them, you heal them, and you can just be whizzing left and right all around the battlefield, healing anybody. As long as they're in your line of sight, you can fly to them and heal them. So how to tell the difference between good Mercies and bad Mercies. A bad Mercy will go into battle, whip out her pistol, and try to get some kills with it. And when she heals somebody, she will do it wide in the open. That is a terrible idea because her pistol is basically the worst gun in the game. It has a slow fire rate, the bullets travel very slowly, and it only does 20 damage per bullet, which is just a terrible gun to begin with. Only use her pistol in dire situations. If you're being chased by like a Hanzo or a Diva who's out of her suit, if you're being chased by those guys and they're trying to take you out, then yeah, switch out to your pistol, get the kill, and just run. The main thing you want to do with Mercy is run and get to your team. Get to your team and heal first, combat later. If anything, give your teammates a damage boost and let them deal with the combat, because every single character in the game will perform better out in the field with their weapon than Mercy can ever do with her pistol. So deal those damage boosts and heal them. Her ultimate is Resurrect, and what that does, it brings dead teammates back to life, which is what makes her so powerful. Now when a teammate dies, you're going to see a little yellow or orange, whatever color it is, a little fire by their body. I guess you can say that's their spirit. You want to fly to it, use her ultimate, and she will bring them back to life. Now, the secret to this is to use it one of two ways. If there are more than two fires close to each other, you can resurrect both teammates, giving you, well, two teammates who came back to life that can help you out in the field. Or you want to resurrect the tanks. And the reason for this, let's use Reinhardt for an example. You want to resurrect a tank like Reinhardt because Reinhardt can sponge so many bullets. And if Reinhardt sponges those bullets, it gives your teammates time to protect you. And if you're being protected, you can constantly heal and damage boost everyone else. So it's kind of like a domino effect, if you see what I'm saying. Tanks are alive, tanks keep your teammates alive, your teammates keep you alive. You also want to be aware of who your teammates have and who you are going to heal. Always heal the people who, well, can't heal themselves. Like, for example, if a Reinhardt's taking too much damage, you heal Reinhardt. However, if Reinhardt's taking damage and Roadhog is taking damage, leave Roadhog alone because he can heal himself. If anything, heal Reinhardt first. Again, keep the tanks alive, but some tanks are more powerful and more useful than others, at least depending on the situation. Weaker heroes like Tracer, yeah, I guess you can kinda heal her because of something quick. She only has 150 health. But you really want to keep useful soldiers alive, at least useful for this situation. So if you're playing defense, like right here, we're playing defense, we're trying to stop the enemies from capturing the payload, so I'm trying to focus on keeping Junkrat alive. That's why you see throughout this entire video, I'm paying a lot of attention to Junkrat and Reinhardt, because Junkrat will just blow up the enemies on contact, and Reinhardt will stop enemy fire, protecting the rest of the team. Occasionally I switch over to Hanzo or anyone else, but Junkrat and Reinhardt are the two, I guess you can say, favorites throughout this game. It just depends on the situation and what's happening out in the field, but you'll begin to learn who's more important to keep alive the more you play Mercy and when you get to notice how your teammates are playing. So that's the end of the video here, so if you liked it, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at Davontos, man, and remember, harness the power of positivity and never give up. And as always, I'll see all of you in my next video. Have a nice day!